So I just spent my lunch break crying in my car because my credit card bill came in. Again. Somewhere between the tears and the cold fries from yesterday, I had a thought. What if I'm not actually bad with money? What if I just never learned how money actually works? Spoiler alert, it was both. Welcome to Paycheck to Progress, where I figure out how to adult with money so you don't have to make the same dumb mistakes I did. I'm Jenny, your host who definitely Googled, what is a W-2 last year? No judgment. We're all learning here. We'll keep it real, keep it fun, and keep it useful. Think less guru, more friend venting at happy hour with receipts. My wake-up call wasn't a gentle nudge. It was a full-blown financial fire alarm. I was in my 30s, a supposed adult, staring at my savings account. The grand total? $186. That was it. The entire emergency fund. It was less than my monthly car insurance payment. Meanwhile, my coworkers were casually dropping escrow and closing costs into conversation. They were buying houses. I was at a group dinner, squinting at my phone, trying to calculate my exact share of the calamari. $8.43. I made a silent vow to stop being the person who says, we can just split it evenly, because I literally couldn't afford it. The American dream called. It wanted its down payment back with interest. I started avoiding my banking app like it was a text from a toxic ex. That low balance notification sound? Instant PTSD. It had the same energy as the check engine light. Just turn the radio up, pretend it's fixed, and hope you don't break down on the highway. Payday felt like a national holiday. For about 48 hours, I was rich. I could buy the name brand cereal. And then, like clockwork, by Tuesday, the parade was over. The confetti was just a pile of bills. I kept asking myself the same question. Am I just fundamentally bad with money? Or did nobody ever actually teach me how this works? Turns out, it was a delightful mix of both. I had some truly terrible habits, but I also had a massive knowledge gap that no one ever bothered to fill. My entire financial plan was a series of rituals. Rent, loans, groceries, and gas. Always $20 exactly, watching the pump stop at $20 like I just won a game show. Every swipe of my debit card felt like a trust fall with my bank account, and I wasn't sure it was going to catch me. I realized I didn't need a miracle or a winning lottery ticket. I just needed structure. I needed a system of tiny, manageable wins and a way to avoid those soul-crushing oops fees. Things like calendar reminders for due dates, 5-minute weekly check-ins, and simple checklists. That's where this channel starts. It's not about getting rich overnight. It's about getting less broke, starting right here, right now. You know the advice. Every finance bro on the internet screams it from their standing desk. Just invest in index funds and automate your savings. It sounds so simple, so elegant, so I set it up, feeling like a responsible adult. And then the notification hits. My account auto-transferred exactly $0.00, because the starting balance was, you guessed it, zero. The app might as well have sent a notification that just said, LOL. Here's the truth they skip. Automation without actual cash flow is just a fancy way to get overdraft fees. It's a Rube Goldberg machine for making you poorer. You're telling a robot to take money that doesn't exist, and the bank is more than happy to charge you a penalty for the confusion. You have to fix the leaks in the bucket before you can ask a robot to start filling it. And those leaks are everywhere, like canceling duplicates. I did a 5-minute audit and found I was paying for 2 different music streaming services. Why? Who knows? Plus, I had premium add-ons for a TV service I forgot existed. That free trial from 2022 that's been quietly siphoning $9.99 a month? Found it. It's not revolutionary, but finding that extra $30 a month feels like winning the lottery. Also, let's be brutally honest. The system's a little rigged. The advice to just spend less feels insulting when the price of eggs is a meme, and your paycheck has been flat since the last solar eclipse. Financial advice has to work in the real world, not in a spreadsheet where inflation doesn't exist. And don't get me started on the influencers who started from nothing, with a 6-figure family trust fund as a safety net. Love that for them, truly. But for those of us in the W-2 trenches, life plays by a completely different set of rules. Our safety net is hoping the car doesn't make a weird noise this week. A lot of this advice is written by folks who have completely forgotten what a 50K salary feels like, and the fact that rent can eat half of your take-home pay before you've even bought groceries. They talk about asset allocation when we're worried about the gas bill. It's great theory, except the math doesn't math on my paycheck right now. So here's our vibe. Practical first, fancy later. We're not talking about retiring at 30 on a yacht. We're talking about not having a minor panic attack when the check comes at a group dinner. First, plug the leaks. Cancel what you don't use. Keep what actually improves your life. Then, call and negotiate. Yes, you. Your cable, internet, and cell phone bills are often flexible. 10 minutes of feeling slightly awkward on the phone can save you hundreds of dollars a year. I promise they won't bite. Once the leaks are plugged, then you can automate tiny wins. We're talking $10, $25 at a time. Small, consistent transfers that your brain can handle without white-knuckling your bank account every day. And yes, investing absolutely matters, but only after the everyday chaos stops leaking cash from your wallet. It's the final step, not the first. Our rule is simple. If the advice doesn't work on a 50-80K W-2 salary, it doesn't make the cut here. Less lecture, more usable steps. And we'll still have fun. Promise. So, the action plan is clear. Plug leaks, then automate, then invest. In that order. Okay, so what actually is this channel? So, what is this channel actually about? Let's be clear. This isn't about getting rich quick. It's about getting less broke first. It's about building a financial foundation that doesn't feel like a second job. We're here to optimize the W-2 life, not to sell you a dream of becoming a millionaire by Thursday. This is for everyone who gets a paycheck, sees the taxes and deductions come out, and wonders where the rest of it is supposed to go. We focus on tiny, almost boring systems that add up while you actually live your life. There's no 4 a.m. hustle cult here, just better defaults that work in the background. We're talking about plain English explainers for the stuff your HR department tried to explain in a 90-minute webinar you definitely zoned out of. For example, HSAs versus FSAs. An HSA is a health savings account. It's pre-tax money for medical costs that's yours forever and rolls over each year. Think of it like a health-themed 401k. An FSA, or flexible spending account, is a use-it-or-lose-it deal for health or dependent care. You have to spend it by a deadline, though some plans offer a small carryover or a grace period. Your 401k match? That is literally free money from your employer. But it may vest over several years, meaning you have to stay with the company to keep it all. Your first goal is to contribute enough to get the full match, and know the annual limit so you can plan ahead. And tax brackets. No, Wendy, you don't make less money overall if you get a raise that pushes you into a higher bracket. That's not how it works. Only the dollars the bracket threshold get taxed at the higher rate. We'll also clarify pre-tax versus post-tax. Pre-tax deductions lower your taxable income, which is great, but it's not free money. The free money is the employer match. That's the only true discount in the store. If you've ever stared at your paycheck and just thought, seriously, where did all the money go? Then you've found your people. This is the stuff that makes a real difference, week to week. First, what I'm not. No 5 a.m. grind, no hustle cult alarms, no manifesting wealth courses or crystal vision boards. Hard nope. No retire by living in a van plan. Love road trips, not as a budget. This is learning together, not getting lectured by someone in a suit. Entertainment first, education second, because if you're bored, you won't learn anyway. We keep it punchy, visual, and real. Instead, we optimize the W-2, set direct deposit splits, and auto-pay the boring bills. Use open enrollment to choose smarter benefits and lower taxable costs. Then a 15-minute weekly check-in, calm coffee, quick tweaks, less panic. That's the Jenny difference. Honest, messy, doable, sustainable. You teach me your wins and fails. I'll share mine. We grow faster together. And yes, we laugh at ourselves on the way. Okay, here's what to expect. Weekly videos breaking down W-2 stuff schools never taught us. Short, punchy breakdowns, step-by-steps, and copy-paste scripts. Subscribe if you've ever pretended to understand what HR said about benefits. Smash that like button if you've ever been personally victimized by student loan interest. Tell me the dumbest financial mistake you've made. Mine is signing up for an investment app with the little savings I had, without doing the research. It was a loss I could not afford. Welcome to Paycheck to Progress. We're not perfect, we're improving. Hit subscribe and let's get less broke, together.